Cinderella is heading to the Final Four. I'm with Scott Gleeson to break down this incredible run and how they and Michigan got to the Final Four. Scott, how did both teams do it?
Loyola-Chicago needed 3 last-second game winners to get to the Elite Eight, but once they got there against Kansas State, they did it in dominant fashion. This was a really impressive win, probably the best one we've seen so far for this Loyola-Chicago team. Spreading the floor, just high-octane offense. And then defensively, their effort was absolutely there. This is a top 5 defensive team, and Ben Richardson was really stellar. And then when you look at Michigan, it was a much different type of game against Florida State than we saw against Texas A&M. We really saw the Wolverines break out offensively against the Aggies, but against the Seminoles, the Junkyard Dog defense, it was much tougher for the Wolverines to operate. But they were able to pull it off and prove that they were the better team using Coach John Boehlein's best defensive efforts that we've seen in any of his teams so far. And then when you look at the Final Four matchup between Michigan and Loyola, the first thing you're going to see is the seeding line. It's a number 11 seed, just the 4th time that's ever happened in NCAA tournament history, going up against a number 3 seed. This is a powerful big conference team against a mid-major, but you have to look a little bit closer here because Loyola-Chicago has a very good chance of knocking off the Wolverines. The reason for that is because this team plays such a unique style of basketball. They spread the floor, they are so unselfish, always looking for the extra pass, and they have a different guy step up every game. And each of the 4 games that they've won in this NCAA tournament, it's been a different guy, a different hero. Not many teams can say that. There's always a star player on certain teams. Loyola is the anomaly here. Yet Michigan is a force to be reckoned with here. There's a reason this team was suspected to be in the Final Four going into the tournament on Selection Sunday, and that's because of how impressive they've been right here in March. They're playing awesome basketball, and Coach John Boehlein has Mo Wagner and crew ready to do some things here and possibly cut down the nets in April.
Thanks, Scott. Stick with Sports Pulse, your heartbeat to what's trending in sports.